First section is primarily about defining some terms, just introducing some biological molecules. So the first key term that we're going to talk about is metabolism. And metabolism is simply just all the chemical reactions that are happening in living organisms. Generally speaking, we're going to find that these are enzyme catalyzed. Now there's two types. There is catabolism, where we break down organic matter to produce energy, and anabolism, where we use energy to make new molecules. So these are the opposites of each other, if you like. And a metallic pathway is a series of steps taking place very often in a controlled aqueous environment. So the types of biological molecules that you're going to meet in this section: proteins are long chains of amino acids connected by peptide bonds. Lipids, broken down into categories of triglycerides, phospholipids and steroids. Carbohydrates have this general formula, a fixed ratio of carbon to water molecules within them. Nucleotides, made up of phosphate, ribose sugar and a nitrogenous base, and then other substances like coenzymes help shuttle energy or intermediates around the place, such as ATP. And in this SL and HL, you'll be focusing mostly on these types of substances there. So life on Earth wouldn't be possible without photosynthesis, and all plants will show photosynthesis. And in photosynthesis, those plants will be bringing in carbon dioxide, taking in water, and with the help of light and those chlorophyll within the leaves, they will be producing glucose and oxygen. This is an endothermic process. It takes in energy to make these new substances. Conversely, respiration is where we break down that stored energy with oxygen to get our energy out. So looking at it as the kind of reverse of photosynthesis, sort of what you've got there. In humans, we've got, or in any system actually, we've got aerobic or anaerobic versions. So aerobic is where we have oxygen present, and that's the one that I think we need to remember. If there's no oxygen present, we can still break down that glucose and we can still get some energy out, but we'd also produce lactic acid. So if you do exercise and you feel sore muscles, it's a buildup of lactic acid. Substances like yeast, when they undergo anaerobic respiration, will produce ethanol, which is important in brewing technologies. We also need to be comfortable with the terms condensation and hydrolysis. So condensation is where we're coming together, joining together two molecules with the loss of a water molecule, or a small molecule of some sort, generally water. So you can see here glucose and fructose. We're losing a water molecule from in here and forming this glycosidic link, and we've now made sucrose, a disaccharide. Going the other way, that sucrose, if we put it with some enzyme called sucrase, that sucrase can help us undergo a hydrolysis reaction. Hydrolysis means splitting with water. So you can see our water coming in, and we're splitting the molecule back up into its starting components. Biopolymers are long chain molecules that are formed by condensation reactions. You can see here two amino acids combining. Condensation, there's our water dropping out. We've made a peptide bond. If I was to then see that reaction going on again with another amino acid there, hopefully you can see that I could do another condensation and I can eventually build up this long chain, which we would call a biopolymer.